It's story time. Your host, Rusty Daubon.
Bonjour everyone! I'm so glad you could join me today. My name is Rusty Daubon. I'd like to take some time today to tell you a little bit about a very special resident we have with us here on Walpole Island. It's called the White Prairie Gentian.
Other known Ontario populations no longer exist.
But now chooses to live here with us. In the early 1990s, it was put on the endangered species list and is now protected. However, if you don't know about it, how can you help, right? Well, let's start with what it looks like. As you can see, it's a flower. And it loves to grow in what is known as oak savannas, like the one behind me. Just like many other plants, it can't have too much water or too much sunlight, which is why these oak savannas are ideal for the white prairie gentian. Now these buds are so strong that the bumblebee is the only pollinator strong enough to open it and retrieve the pollen to help it grow in other places. Sadly, even the bumblebee is slowly disappearing. Now these two species, like anything, need each other, and we need to help them, so we don't lose these gifts Creator has given us. So in a way, we need to become guardians to these relatives, much like our parents are for us. And it's up to us to help them survive. It's like in this story I'm about to tell you. Perhaps you've heard it before, and most likely you have, and you might notice some things have changed, but all the important points are still there. The story tells of the coming of the butterfly, but also shows examples of how all of us, including the animals, are needed, are important, and sometimes have to accept new roles and responsibilities for the sake of another's survival.
In today's story, we'll hear Ojibwe words like Gasha, mother, Noose, father, Binoji, baby, Nimush, dog, Maingun, wolf, Makwa, bear, Amik, beaver, Nanabush, as Nanabush, Jimnado, great spirit, Mimingwans, butterfly.
Many moons ago, there lived a happy native couple named Noose and Gasha. They lived in a forest, like this one, in a home that Noose and Gasha had built together. There they lived in peace with nature and assumed the roles that one could expect from mom and dad. Noose was a very good hunter and provider, while Gasha was good with just about everything else. And Creator enjoyed watching the lives of these two and decided that they should be blessed with a Binoji of their own. Now some time had passed and seasons changed, but it wasn't long before Binoji came to Noose and Gasha. Happily accepting the roles and responsibilities, both Noose and Gasha worked to provide, protect, and care for their Binoji. When they needed help, the animals would come. The Binashi would sing songs to entertain. Nimush would entertain as well, but would also help to protect when Noose was away. Amik would help by bringing wood for the fires as well as helping for bath time with Binoji. And Makwa, with all his large furriness, would provide extra warmth when the fires burned cold. One day, Mainga came to check on Binoji and asked Noose and Gasha what his name was. And looking shocked at each other, Gasha just replied that they've only been calling him Amu, as he seemed to really like the colors and smells of flowers. Mainga nodded in agreement, but stated that Che Amu was more fitting, as he would one day become a grown man. From that day, Chi'amu was tended and provided for in every possible way. Weeks had gone by before Maingan returned to check on the field. And to his surprise, Chi'amu was not yet walking.
No!
Stating his concerns to Noose and Gashe, who were also concerned, Maingan left to find Nanabush, who could consult with Creator for a possible solution. Now Nanabush journeyed, and it didn't take him long to find Creator. Nanabush explained to Creator the concerns with Maingan, and Creator then told Nanabush that Chi'amu had been so well taken care of that Chi'amu did not need to walk. And grinning to himself, he handed 4 colorful rocks to Nanabush.
Give these to Noose.
And looking baffled, Nanabush did not question Creator. He only thanked him and proceeded back to the forest where Noose, Gashe, and Chi'amu lived. Now Noose, Gashe, and Maingan in the meantime tried everything they could to get Chi'amu to walk and were just about to give up when Nanabush arrived. Nanabush explained that the visit was short and that Creator had given him these 4 colorful rocks to give to Noose. Noose, looking baffled as Nanabush was, he takes the rocks. "What do I do with them?" he asked. "I don't know, Noose." Creator did not say. Noose tried to hand them back to Nanabush, who refused to take them back, and stated again that Creator gave them to him. Making Noose upset, he again tries to hand them back, demanding Nanabush to ask Creator what to do with them. Nanabush again turns them away, telling Noose once again that they were for him. Beginning to walk away, Noose throws the rocks out of frustration. It was at this time that the secret within the rocks revealed themselves. And with a quick flash, the colorful rocks turned into colorful butterflies. Now the butterflies flew immediately over Chi'amu, who wanted to touch them and grab them. And the butterflies stayed just out of reach, but in doing so, Chi'amu had learned to roll over, crawl, walk, and eventually run. So kids, what this story shows us is many things. It showed us that Chi'amu needed help. Back then, just as the bumblebee does now. We have learned that leaving your responsibilities to others can lead to undesired results, and that even the role of something like a rock can change. The white prairie gentian, as well as the bumblebee, need help from us to survive. And we can help by learning about this flower, its habitats, and other changes in our responsibilities to help it thrive here on Walpole Island. Research the internet or contact people in your community. Begin your own journey as Nanabush did. Perhaps like he did, you will find the answers without even knowing it. Mama P, my friends, Jimmy Rich for joining me today.